Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Rasan427. Today, I actually want to talk about what's going on with Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, and CM Punk. Now, this is a whole three-way what's going on right now. And there's a lot of interesting things they could do with them at SummerSlam. Now, we all thought, I didn't really know when Seth was coming back. We all thought it was going to be Punk and Drew at SummerSlam. Those two at SummerSlam, they were going to do that match. You're like, okay, they're doing Punk and Drew at SummerSlam. That's fine. Pretty good. It'll be a great match. We don't know if when they're doing the Hell in a Cell, the stipulation match. When they go one-on-one, it has to be a stipulation. Now there's reports going around that Seth Rollins is going to be a special guest referee. Now, does this 100% make sense? Is this the best thing you would do for Seth Rollins at SummerSlam? At this point, I say yes, because now Seth Rollins is not going to be left off SummerSlam. But if you really think about it, they really have nothing for him to do. If he don't face Punk or... Well, he's not facing Drew. We don't want to say that. But if he don't face Punk, what else do you do with him? I really have no answer what else you do with Seth at that point. You could just make up something, have him just feud with somebody, but then it's just like you're just shoehorning him into a SummerSlam card. But putting him in a referee spot against these two, he's definitely going to screw somebody. And I think that this is definitely leading to the Punk and Seth match is the ultimate thing. That's the WrestleMania match. That's probably locked in for WrestleMania next year. Or maybe they... because Punk and Drew can last all the way through the fall. And then, yeah, they should definitely save that for WrestleMania. Punk and Seth. But with this match, and I feel like that... Will it be a miss for me if it's not a stipulation added to the match, even though Seth is the special guest referee? I think yes, just because you can't do all this stuff and then have him have a normal match. You just cannot. Even if you do 3 or 4 matches between these two, they all got to be stipulation. First got to be like a no-holds-barred, then you build it up to last man standing, then you build it up to Hell in a Cell as like the last match. But with everything that's happened between these two, they're on a collision course, and it's going to happen. And I'm guessing at this point Punk is cleared. They haven't announced the match yet. But I think this Monday they actually going to announce the match and what's going on with those two. But yeah, Seth Rollins, yeah, I think this is the best. I know some people may not like this, but I think this is the best thing for them to do. I don't him facing Gunther would be the best thing, and have Damian Priest do whatever. I don't know, but I thought that would be the best thing. But yeah, this is probably the best thing for Seth Rollins to do at this point, is to become a special guest referee, do it like that, and just have him have this role inside this match. I think that's the best thing for him to do at this point. And I'm definitely interested to see where they go with this, because with him being a special guest referee, I think he's screwing somebody. And I personally believe that Seth should move on to face Gunther. But it'll be very interesting to see what they do with them. Now, the triple threat match, I propose, what I was thinking in my head, they do a triple threat match, and then the winner gets the number one contender. You have Seth beat Drew, you haven't pinned Punk, it don't matter. Well, no, I guess you don't have him pinned Punk yet, but you have him just won a triple threat match. Whether you want to pick Punk or Drew, that doesn't matter. But you have Seth win the triple threat match, then he moves on to Gunther, because we believe that that's going to be Gunther's first feud. It just makes sense for the go with Seth, and then everybody thought that should have been a match at SummerSlam. But to have that at Bash in Berlin, have that main event, that show, and a worthy match for Bash in Berlin, have Gunther come back to Germany and stuff like that, I think that would be the best thing for them to do, and have that triple threat match. Because if you just do a triple threat match without it kind of doesn't feel right. Okay, you're doing a triple threat match, it's not for a title, so they're just doing a triple threat match. He doesn't usually do triple threat matches just because. It's usually for a number one contendership or for a title. If you really think about it, from off the top of my head, they don't usually just do it just because. It's very rarity. But I was thinking do a number contender match, and then you just have Seth win it, because nobody wants to see Gunther and Drew, and I don't think Gunther and Punk is happening this year anyway. It could. Gunther has to have opponents, but I thought that was the best bet for them to do, because a lot of people called for triple threat match, but it didn't really make sense, and I thought that would be a great way to continue the continue the Drew and Punk stuff, because you could have them, or they both got absolutely out from the world title picture, and then you had Seth win that match, and then that gets him away from those two. Because right now he's in the middle of it. So how are you going to give him away? Which they can easily do it, just have somebody win at SummerSlam, which I think Drew is probably winning at SummerSlam, I would guess. I mean, he got screwed over so much. I mean, from the lose, I don't know if he'll win the whole entire feud, but I think Drew is probably winning at SummerSlam. But you get Seth away from him, and then you have to move on to the Gunther match, which they're gonna do. But it'd be very interesting to see what they do with this. But I definitely think that this is probably the best. I wouldn't have, if you like told me, I wouldn't have liked it. I was like, that's the best thing you're gonna do with Seth Rollins at SummerSlam, is have him be a special guest referee. But at this point, I think that's the best thing for him to do, because there's really nothing else, and he's involved with this. They set it up at Money in the Bank, so it makes the most sense. It's the same thing I said. It's the same thing with the Cody and Solo. Even though that's not the match that people want to see, it makes sense. Damian and Gunther. Maybe that's not the match they want to see. And this whole SummerSlam card, I'm really hoping for the best. I'm hoping that this should be a great show, because I think that these still can be great matches, even though these aren't the matches that people wanted to see, to be completely honest. I mean, nobody wanted to see Seth inside a special guest referee role. Even the same thing, people wanted to see Cody and Randy. People wanted to see Gunther and Rollins. Those are the matches that people wanted to see. We didn't really get any of them. But if you really think about it, these matches make more sense, even though they're just not more appealing in ring wise. Like, if you think about it, Gunther and Damian's like, okay, they can put on a good match, but it's like Seth can put on like a great match, like one of the best matches of the year. That's what they can do. But it'll be very interesting to see what they do with coming out with this. I definitely don't think that this will be the end of Drew and Punk. I think this is just be the beginning. That's the reason I think Drew is probably picking up the win at SummerSlam. But tell me your thoughts. Do you think it's the best thing they can do with Seth at SummerSlam? This is the heavy rumor right now that Seth Rollins is going to be the special guest referee for Punk and Drew. Will it be a stipulation? We'll just see about that. But like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.